Hey guys, what is up? It is Matthew back. I know it's been a while since the last video. In fact, I've scratched the last video that I was going to do. There's going to be parts of it in this video, I'm sure, just to kind of catch you guys up a little bit on what I've been doing. But basically, last week at this time of day, it was about 85 degrees out here. It was gorgeous. Currently, it's about 40 degrees, and it was literally a change within 2 days, if not a day. It was just like, it was warm one day, and then one evening it got really windy, maybe a little bit stormy, no rain or anything, and then the next day it just would not warm up past 50 degrees or whatever it was. It was a cold day. And it's been like that every day since. We've had a couple days of rain, which has been nice. But, so that's kind of where we are. And, I was going to, take time to edit the last video and everything and take care of that. But, it got cold all of a sudden. So I had to start, doing some cleanup and, getting ready for that. One thing we got done that's going to be part of the video is I've got the floor insulation done on the subfloor there. Just the other day I got the pipes insulated. I still have to get that crawl space closed up. That's gonna happen this weekend. Let's come up over here to the solar shed. All right, so up here at the solar shed, I've got a door installed. Right now I have this tank out here. Really, it should probably be inside the solar shed, especially once snow hits. I'll get something to cover up the generator eventually. Right now I just have this board to try and keep water off of the outlets when it rains. I've got the inside completely rebuilt, completely insulated. I've got insulation done in the roof, not the roof, but the ceiling roof. So this room here is completely insulated. And it's actually fairly warm in here. And I think the heater pads that I have underneath these batteries are helping keep it warm in here, as well as the inverter itself is going to let off some heat as well, especially when it's charging. Those are going to let off a little heat when they're charging as well. But we've got a little meter here. I was worried at first because I was worried it wasn't going to keep it warm, but right now it's about 50 degrees. The batteries are. And the batteries stay around, 40, 50 degrees throughout the night. So the heater pad is doing its job. So that's a plus. In fact, last night, I do check the batteries from time to time. They are connected to the inverter through a sensor. Through a sensor right here. And so I could connect to the inverter via Bluetooth. And that'll give me the sensor reading of this battery over here. And so the batteries do stay pretty warm, which is awesome. One thing I did notice, though, is that the batteries don't generally go above, the highest it got was 14C that I saw last night. And I think that's about, 55, 60 degrees, somewhere around there. And I guess that kind of makes sense because this pad should warm from, I believe it's 40 degrees down. So if these batteries get below, I think it's 40 or 45 degrees, this pad will heat them up to 70 degrees, but that's going to be 70 degrees at the base of the battery. So by the time that heat, navigates up the battery, by the time it reaches there, about 50, 55 degrees. Makes sense. Anyways, that's enough of that. So did that. Oh, this is the battery that the heaters operate off of, and I've just got a charger hooked up to this battery. It's not a permanent solution, it's a temporary solution, just like half of everything I do, but it'll work. What else do I got going on here? I've got to deal with the panels. That's kind of on the list of things to do. I was going, so the logs that I have peeled down here, which I think I've got some clips of that in this video, those logs that I have peeled, those were originally going to be used for a new wood shed, but I think I'm going to repurpose those to be used for posts to support the solar panels. I'm currently splitting wood there. I've still got to work on getting that stacked. I'm going to do that today. If we come over here around to the garage, we can see that I've got, oh, what the heck was that? I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. There's a creature in here somewhere. Anyways, I hear it. These panels here, what I'm going to do, it's going to be 6 panels. There's going to be 3 groups of 6 panels. And so in order to make that happen, I think I'm going to do a 2x3 type of a row. And so that means that I'm going to have posts that are probably at least 6 foot tall out of the ground, and probably maybe 3 foot into the ground, so probably 9 foot long posts. But I'm probably going to want to keep the, you know, the panels up above the ground, probably at least 2 or 3 foot off of the ground. So out of the ground, I probably want the posts to be sorry, my brain's going all over the place. So this is about a 5 foot tall panel, so about 7 or 8 foot out of the ground, so 3 foot under the ground, so that comes out to 11 foot posts. And I have what I need to make that happen, but those are some tall posts, and so I'm kind of trying to weigh my options as far as what I could do about... Oh, it's a little birdie. Hey, bird. Anyways, so yeah, I'm trying to weigh my options as far as that is concerned. I don't know exactly if I want, you know, because wind is a factor that I need to think about. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it'll be, that's something I got to figure out. All right, and then I suppose I should mention this mess. It's a big old mess I got up here currently. I don't know if you guys saw it over in the garage, but I do have 12 totes that I need to use for one, getting all of my stuff out of the garage over at the other cabin site, and getting that stuff brought over here and put into totes. I need to get all of my dishes and whatnot in totes as well. I got into the dishes the other day, and I was looking for something, and I noticed some mouse turds in there. I wasn't too pleased about that. So I want to get the dishes put in totes, and then at some point get all of those dishes cleaned and dried and put back into the tote for storage. Probably... The heck? Oh, it's that bird. I don't see it though. I hear it though. Anyways, and then put all the totes, or the necessary totes, inside the cabin, so the stuff for the dishes and whatnot. And so that way, when I need them, I'll have them, especially once it starts getting cold. Anyways, yeah, so this mess, I need to get this cleaned up. Hopefully I'll get this done by the end of the weekend as well. And then there's a fireplace. Now, I'm not too happy with this fireplace. There is another fireplace in the garage over there that I could work with. I don't know about this fireplace. I'll look into it a little bit more. It looks like it does need a little bit of work. I'm just a little bit leery about putting this fireplace in there. I mean, I'm probably going to eventually. I think I just need to reseal the doors and make sure that the glass on the doors is secure, so on and so forth. It shouldn't be an issue. It's just some work that I need to do that I don't necessarily want to do, but I'm hoping that by the end of this weekend this will be installed, and we'll have the chimney installed, and we'll be able to light a fire by the end of this weekend. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. If you can see here, I've got a table set up with a burner on it. I actually did, before we do that, I have sealed up this door. This door is now sealed appropriately. I went and got some, well, this is actually just some tin roof that was sitting over there next to the garage. I used my grinder cutter wheel doohickey, and just cut some strips out of that, put these strips up there. I still got to clean up this expansion foam. I'll just take a knife and cut the bottom of it off there. But basically this is so that these strips will seal against this metal strip, and this expansion foam is keeping these holes filled. So one, we don't get air passing through, and we don't get bugs passing through as well. I had quite a bit of flies and stink bugs passing through this the last couple of weeks, and so this will help a lot. There's definitely other places that bugs get through, but this is definitely helping a lot. And so I've got it sealed all the way around. I know down at the bottom, that's probably not the best place to have that type of a seal down there, but it's just a quick solution to maybe get me through this winter, and then next year maybe we come up with a better door setup, maybe replace the door, do something to address this door issue. It just got so cold so fast, and I had to deal with it to keep as much heat inside as possible. So that little heater, the Big Buddy heater that we got in here, right over there, that guy will, with that 40-pound propane tank, that'll last about 9 days on low. Sometimes I do turn it up to medium. And then from time to time I'll turn it up to high, like maybe right before I go to bed, just to give me a quick little boost of heat before I go to bed, and so it'll last a little bit longer throughout the night. When I wake up in the morning, it's about 60 degrees. It's not terrible. It is a little bit chilly, but it is what it is. Anyways, so with this table out here in the burner that we have here, I've got me a pressure pot here. Now this is another thing I need to address, is this kitchen. I know I said, well, no, because that video is not live. Anyways, I also reorganized the kitchen, by the way, and it's a mess right now. It's a huge mess right now, but it's better than what it was. I've got this table here and that table there. It is what it is. Eventually we'll get water run through. I don't know when that'll be. Not a huge priority at the moment, because I could live with what I've got. Anyway, so I got the pressure pot. I took a bunch of salmon, pressure cooked some salmon. We've got some brown sugar sockeye right here. We've got smoke. I may have over smoked this. Didn't get a lot of juice in this, which is probably fine. But we've got some smoked sockeye right here, and then we've got 8 cans of the normal stuff. And then the heat might have gotten a little bit too high. It's my first time using that burner. It's my dad's burner. It works okay. I think well, it works terribly, let's be entirely honest. It is but it works. It does the job. So and if I'm not mistaken, this is actually made by Mr. Heater, which is the same company that makes those Mr. Buddy heaters. And the only reason I say that is because I was actually on the Mr. Heater website doing some browsing, and they actually make a lot more than the Mr. Buddy heaters. They make actual, like, legitimately hang-up heaters and a whole bunch of other stuff, but they make this exact style, probably this exact burner I saw on their website. Not a sponsor, by the way, I'm just saying. Anyway, so this is I'm pretty sure this is an old one that my dad got. It's not perfect. It leaks around these nuts here a little bit. I had to tighten this one up quite a bit to get it to quit leaking, but it got the job done. But these knobs, they are the most finicky thing. I mean, you touch the knob and all of a sudden the flames shooting up and whatnot. So I don't know if that's just a design, like if it's meant to be that way, or it actually you know what? I know what it is. It's this hose here. You know what this hose is missing? It's missing a low pressure regulator. That's what it is. Shoot, if I would have known that, I would have went and snagged a regulator. I'm sure I have. Well, I've got an adjustable regulator that's over. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of where we are. That's what we're working on. Anyways, this is probably more or less a quick little update video for you guys. I've got some wood that I've got to go stack. I think I've mentioned everything that's important. Except for maybe this mess and this mess and this mess over here. Maybe I'll get that stuff cleaned up by the end of the weekend as well. It certainly didn't happen a month ago when I planned to get it done. Anyways, yeah, so I've got quite a bit of cleanup to do. Just a little bit of cleanup to do. Hard to keep the cows away. Just a quick little update video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.